Continuing with our questions from exercise 904. It says true or false that P75, the 75th percentile, is Q1. Is that true or false? It's false. Why? What is P75? P75 is not Q1. No, it's not Q4. It's Q3. So that's false because P75 is Q3. P60 is deciles, the 6th decile. True or false? Yeah, it is, because it's the 60% mark. P50 is the median. True. Q3 is P75. That's true. D8 equals P20. It is false because D8 is what? P what? P80. It's the 80 percentile mark. And Q2 equals D5. That's the median Q2. D5 is the 50th, is the 5th percentile, which is 50%. That's true. Okay? Oh, table's cut off. Okay. Question 10. The table shows the percentiles for the heights in centimetres of girls aged 2 to 5 to child growth standards. So, the median height for a 4-year-old girl. Want the median height for a 4-year-old girl? What's that? 4-year-old girl, P what for median? P50. It's 102.7 centimetres. Libby is aged 2.5 and is 88.3 centimetres tall. Is she tall for her age? It looks like this one, 2.5, 88.3. First question is she tall for her age? And what percentage of girls her age are shorter than hers? So, is she tall for her age or not? She's not. She's at the 25 percentile mark. The average height is 90.7. If she was tall, she'd be like up here somewhere, okay? So she's not tall for her age. The answer is no. And what percentage of girls her age are shorter than her? If that's 25 percentile, then we've got 25% of the girls are shorter than her. What is Libby's expected height when she turns 5 years old? Because she's in the 25 percentile bracket as a young child, we're expecting that she should stay in that bracket, okay? So her expected height when she turns 5 will be, we stay in the same column, will be 106.2 centimetres. Would be this one. That would be her expected height when she turns 5, okay? Percent of girls Renee's age are taller than her. How tall is she if she's 3.5 years old? So 3.5 years old, 15% are taller than her. Which percentile am I looking at? If 15% are taller than her, am I looking at the 15th percentile or the 85th percentile? So I'm looking at 85th percentile, she's 3.5. So 3.5, we're looking at this 103.3, meaning that 15% are taller than that. So how tall is she? If she's 3.5, it would be 103.3 centimetres. Now, the next one, Michaela is 2 years old and 93.2 centimetres tall. Is she short for her age? And what percentage of girls are taller than her? So she's 2 years old and she's 93.2. There's 2 years. Oh, she's right up here. And that's the 99th percentile. Is she tall for her age? Yes, she is. Oh, she's not short for her age. She's actually tall for her age. And what percentage of girls are taller than her? Only 1% are taller. Are we okay? Because she's at the 1%, she's at the 99 percentile. And the last question, Mia is age 3 and her height is at the 3rd quartile. What is her height now and in 18 months' time? So she's aged 3, she's at the, so 3rd quartile is 75%. She's aged 3, yes. Because the 3rd quartile is the 3rd quarter, and quarters are 25%. So she's at the P75. She's at P75. So her height now is 97.6 centimetres. And in 18 months, where's 18 months from there? Where's 18 months from 3 years? 18 months is a year and a half. So in a year and a half, she should be, oh, wrong one. She should be 110, is that right? 110 point. No, wrong one. I was right. It's this one, 109.2. Yeah. So her height now is 97.6 centimetres now because she's at the third quartile. And in 18 months, which is when she's 4.5, she should be 109.2 centimetres. Okay? So she's 97.6 centimetres now, and in 18 months' time, she should be 109.2. Stature for age percentiles chart shows the range of heights for boys aged 2 to 20. You can see each line, that's the 97th percentile. That looks like the 95th, that line, the 90th, etc., 75th, 50th, 25th, the 10th, the 3rd, no, the 5th, and the 3rd. All right? So, it doesn't show them all, and that's okay. Now, so, let's just try, we'll answer a couple and then you can answer the rest. Adam is aged 9 and is 129 centimetres tall. What percentage of boys his age are shorter than him? So we want 9 and 129. So there's 9 years old. Coming up to 129 would be 129, looks like it's here. So 129 is there. Okay. Now, we're going to have to follow that line and see what percentile it is. What percentile is it at? I don't know about that. It's on this one. The 25th. That's on the 25th percentile. Can you see that? So, what percentage of boys his age are shorter than him if he's at the 25th percentile? Yeah, 25% are shorter than him. Okay? Why don't you try the others? I'll give you a few minutes. Here's 155 centimetres tall. So we start with 11. We go all the way up to 155, which is there. We then follow that line, and we can see it's the 95th percentile. So, what percentage of boys are shorter than him? 95% are shorter. And if we asked you how many are taller, 5% are taller. And how tall should Justin be when he turns 18? So, because he's at the 95th percentile, we assume he's going to stay at the 95th percentile. So we just look up an 18-year-old boy at the 95th percentile. Okay? So 18 years, 95th percentile is here. What's that? 180 what? 88. No, it's there. It's 2 from the top. No, that's 185. That's 190. You are 2 little squares. 180. Yes. 103 centimetres tall. He's at the first decile, which is the 10th. D10. 10th percentile. So 10th percentile for boys his age. So we're looking at 103. We're going to come across.
He's 5 years old.
We have to see which one's 10th percentile. It's one of these lower ones. Because I think the lines are 3rd, 5th, 10th. So we're looking for the 103, the 3rd line up from the top. It's here. Bit hard to see. Girls, the lines are, the bottom line is 3rd, then 5th, then 10th. So we're looking for 10th percentile at 103. He's 5. Bit of a tricky one, that one. So he is 5 years old. Okay, keep going. So the 3rd quartile is at the 75th percentile. See how I wrote 10th percent? We're looking at the 75% mark, and he's 16. And you have to look at his height now, and what will his height be when he turns 20? We're assuming he'll stay at the 75th percentile. 16. Keep coming up. 75th. Here's, girls, to me it looks between one here. It's between two of them.
Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Well, what is this height now? Don't you go to the 16 and then you follow the 17?
That's right. No, I go to 16, yes, and I go up until I hit the 75th, which is there, and then I come across and I read it, and that is quartile, and I read 178 and a half, roughly. You can either put 178 or 179. All right, 179. Yeah. So it's either 178 or 179 centimetres because it lies sort of between them. And what will his height be when he turns 20? We assume that he'll stay at the 75th percentile, and 20 is the very end of the graph, which is, no, it's not. Well, that's 180. No, this is 180. That's 181. It's between 181 and 182. Yeah. It's 181. It's 181 or 182. I know, but I think it's slightly below. Well, it's closer to 182. Yeah. It's closer to 182. Yes. Especially if the measurement is in between. So 182.